In a sun-scorched desert town, where the intense heat relentlessly struck every living thing, lived an ambitious young man named Yashar. He carried dreams far bigger than his small life in that scorching marketplace. Yashar wanted to build a flourishing business, earn abundant daily income, buy a beautiful house, marry a kind and lovely woman, raise wonderful children, and celebrate the fullness of life with them, so that in freedom and prosperity he could pursue personal growth, study widely, seek guidance from various masters, and elevate his knowledge, wisdom, and character to the highest standard. He was absolutely willing to work hard for all of it. Every morning, he unlocked his tiny shop before anyone else. Every evening, he closed later than everyone. Yet, despite all this relentless effort, Yashar was widely known as the unluckiest merchant in the entire market. His small shop stood on the south side of the market, the only shop that was directly exposed to the brutal sun. No customer could bear to stand in front of his window for even a moment. His chocolates melted, his clothes faded, and he himself was always utterly exhausted by the heat. The other shopkeepers, who worked in the cool, shaded part of the market, openly mocked him. "Hey boy, is that a shop or a blast furnace? You might as well close up and save yourself the trouble." They laughed until they cried, while Yashar closed his eyes and covered his ears, desperate not to see their faces or hear their taunts. The heat was one pain, the mockery was another. In the silence of his empty shop, Yashar often saw himself as truly cursed. His chest tightened, his heart grew heavy, and with a broken spirit he whispered, "My God, until I sell my products, I'll never find success. And how can I sell anything in this burning shop? No one even wants to walk near this place. How can a man like me ever reach his dreams? I wish there was just one way out of this misery." But even weighed down by hopelessness, Yashar refused to abandon his dreams. Every day, beneath the merciless sun, sweating and struggling, he searched frantically for an answer. A cooler? He didn't have the money. Moving to the shaded side? Impossible. The rent was far too high. Day after day, the same defeated thoughts repeated, and the sadness deepened inside him. One day, exhausted and dripping with sweat, he stood at his doorway and watched the crowds outside. They were running, young and old, men and women, jumping from one small patch of shade to the next, as if running for their lives. Suddenly, a brilliant spark of insight flashed in Yashar's mind. Everyone in this market sells something, but no one is selling what people actually need right here, right now. What people truly wanted wasn't merchandise. It was shade, coolness, and relief. For the first time, Yashar didn't see the sun as a vicious enemy. He looked at it as a partner, a tireless marketer creating a profound, immediate need in every single customer. "How blind I've been," he realized. "This sun is my friend, not my enemy. The sun makes people desperately thirsty for shelter, and I was trying to sell them socks and chocolates. That's ridiculous." The next day, the merchants were full of gossip. "That boy has finally lost it. He's selling all his goods below cost. He even removed his shelves and sold the front window. Poor soul, the sun has fried his brain." They laughed even harder, but they had no idea what kind of powerful storm Yashar was engineering. With the money he earned from selling off his inventory, Yashar bought a thick, beautiful straw awning and hung it in front of his shop so it cast a wide, deep shade. Next, he built a simple system that slowly dripped water over the straw, keeping it constantly wet. When the desert wind passed through the wet straw, it turned cold, and with no window blocking the airflow, the shop became a genuine, cool oasis. He spread soft carpets on the floor, arranged comfortable chairs inside, and placed a large jug of cold lemonade in the center. The shopkeepers whispered, "He spent all his money on decoration. Now what is he going to sell? The heat has driven him insane." But then they saw his new sign, Shade Club, 5 minutes of rest, 3-in-1 coin. they erupted into even louder laughter. Who pays for shade? There is shade everywhere. Free shade, cool shade. Is he crazy? But they missed the deeper truth. The sun was doing its job perfectly, turning every person in the market desperate for one moment of relief. People who were exhausted, dizzy and sweating saw Yashar's cool, dark sanctuary and were instantly drawn in. They gladly paid a coin, entered, drank cold lemonade and relaxed into the soft chairs. And Yashar's genius had only just begun. Once the customers were calm and comfortable, their eyes naturally wandered. On the walls, Yashar had placed sleek catalogues and advertisements for the city's finest goods. He had made lucrative deals with the best jewelers and cloth sellers, whose own shops were hot and crowded. Send your customers here to think and decide. I will explain your products in total comfort. You get the final sale. I take a commission. Within 6 months, Yashar was no longer the unlucky shopkeeper. He owned the most valuable commercial location in the city. He didn't sell items from a shelf. He sold what no one else had: comfort, relief, a beautiful experience. While others sold merchandise, Yashar sold a hidden need, and he earned more money than all of them combined. Soon he became rich enough to achieve all his dreams. He bought land, expanded the Shade Club, and hired employees to manage the business. He lived happily with his beautiful wife and sweet children, dedicating his time to learning, growth, and enjoying life. And all of it began the moment he looked at the sun differently. So I invite you to think outside the box. If you feel stuck, this is your medicine. Shift your question. Don't ask, why is this problem blocking me? Ask, how can I package this problem and sell it? Yashar didn't learn how to sell goods. He learned that his true job was solving a customer's pain. Reframe your obstacles. My friend, what is the burning sun in your life right now? That thing you call bad luck might actually be the key that, if reshaped, becomes your greatest victory. Yashar didn't fight the sun. He sold the sun. What are you fighting? Maybe right now you are looking across the street and saying, lucky them, but remember, treasure doesn't come from copying others. Treasure comes from seeing what others ignore, from spotting the hidden need. Change your inner sign. As long as you think your problem is outside, you remain a prisoner. Yashar's story shows us that the real wall is not the shop wall. It is the wall in your mind. Change the sign on the shop of your mind. What can you offer that no one else dares to? Everyone is rowing to escape the storm. Be the one who builds a sail and uses the storm's power to move forward. Winners aren't those with better conditions. Winners are those with a better definition of their conditions. Don't just try to sell better products. Try to heal deeper pains. Money is always there. The question is, are you trying to sell ice in hell? Or are you renting out the hell itself as a luxury sauna? The choice is yours. To be a victim of circumstances, or the alchemist who turns problems into gold. If you believe this message should reach a wider audience, please help us amplify it by liking the video and subscribing to our channel. We are eager to read your takeaways from this story in the comments below. Remember, success is your birthright. Take care and goodbye.